Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Studio Series 86 Gnaw. I purchased two of these from the toydojo.com. I'm not certain if they have any more in stock, but feel free to check. I've also seen two of them out in the wild, along with Repgar as well, so they are out there. So keep those toy hunts frequent and fun. So, quick look at the package. We've got some nice art on the fronts. Obviously, Transformers the movie, Gnaw. On the side, some more nice artwork. On the back, your obligatory product shots, 17 steps. And another picture on the final side. Very simple, straightforward, effective, and definitely gets the point across. Anyhow, let's see what he has in store for us. Stay tuned. And here we have everything that he comes with. First accessory, as always, you get your standard sheet of instructions. Fairly simple transformation. These come in handy once, but then you're an expert. He comes with his back piece. Some assembly required, so we'll definitely go over that. He comes with his somewhat adjustable tail. Does have some articulation there in the one single joint. Comes with his rifle, which is somewhat nicely done, just gray plastic with some sculpting. Showing a little detail there. Looks pretty good. And he comes with his shark fin dagger. I guess he could use it as. I don't actually plan on taking this out. I may glue it in place if I can get away with it, but we'll see. And then, of course, he comes with the Sharkticon pit as the backdrop. Very nicely done. Sadly, I don't have room for these, so it will be going in the trash. So you heard me mention some assembly required. And that assembly being, we need to get the back mounted onto the actual bot unit. It's pretty simple to do, to be honest. If you lift up the head portion, you'll notice this groove here, which corresponds with this peg. And you just simply slide it into place. Once you have it centered, I mean, there's no real need to ever take it off again. So you might consider just gluing that in just to avoid any issues. But then you can utilize the peg it into his back. And there we go. And that gives us the opportunity to take a look at the figure. And in my opinion, he's really well done. We'll put up an image right here of him from the Transformers movie. And it's well done. He's got some nice paint deco on the head. Gray paint with red accents. Eyes are green, but they're pretty dark. Head can move up and down. A little bit of attitude, but not much. Chest, nice silver paint for the teeth. You've got red and green accents on the chin of the shark there. Blue horns. Nicely sculpted detail there on the stomach. Arms, again, nicely detailed. You've got some blue paint here on the wrists. Purple hands, no articulation on the hands, except for folding in, which is due to transformation. You do have an upper bicep rotation. More than 90 on the elbow, and the shoulders can go up to there and rotate. You are able to do a full 360. No butterfly. No waist rotation, unfortunately. Hips can go all the way up, that far back, and limited out. So that's a little bit of a bummer. Knees can go 90 degrees one way and about 45 degrees the other way, to be honest. He does have toe tilt, and do the transformation, you can get a little bit of up and down. So posability is there, just minus the waist rotation, which is somewhat disappointing, but overall a really good figure. Now that we have him in his bot mode, we can bring in his accessories. His gun will fit perfectly into his hands. Surprise, surprise. His tail will also. And the dagger, we'll just go ahead and put in his backer. Just for comparison, here he is with Studio Series 86 Cup and Hot Rod. And here he is with the previous released Alicon and Quintesson. Next, we're going to take a look at the transformation. So let's take a look at the figure in alt mode. And I have to admit, he looks really good. We'll put a picture up right here from the movie, just for comparison. A lot more detail in this mode, it really looks like. Wonderful green for the eyes. Some nice red paint there. Wonderful sculpting and coloration. I believe the purple is painted. Teeth are definitely painted silver. As far as articulation goes, the jaw can open and close. A little bit of a visible head there, but if you take the appropriate step and actually lock it in place, it helps alleviate that quite a bit. Looking at the arms, a little bit limited articulation here. A bit of a surprise. There's no ball joint here, so you're limited to actually just rotation. You can't get any outward motion. But the elbow does move. Gives you a bend of more 90 degrees. You can adjust it to where you want, but I wish there would have been a ball joint. There's a look from the side. Got some visible feet there, but it looks pretty good. Again, nicely sculpted. There's the legs that we saw before. Get a good look at the tail. And there's his back with his fin. Looks good. A little bit loose, but it looks fine. There's the underside. I think, to be honest, I think they nailed it as far as aesthetics. The only gripe that I have is the legs are a little bit loose. As you try and stand it up, it's definitely wants to, well, it's not going to do it now that it's on camera. Definitely wants to fall down, sadly, just because the joints here at the hip and the knee can be loose, and you end up with that. Nothing that a little kiki won't fix. Another thing you can do is you can actually bring in your rifle, and he does have a point right there on the side where you can store his weapon, if that's something you want to do. Once again, just for comparison, here he is with the Alicon and Quintesson. For anyone that's wondering, I think he makes a marvelous stand-in for any sort of masterpiece Sharkticon. Here he is with the controversial X-Transbox lock. So let's wrap it up. Let's start with a negative. I really don't have much to say. He's the only thing negative I can think of is the lack of articulation in the arms in Sharkticon mode and the looseness of the hips. Everything else, sculpt, paint, everything is pretty much spot on to the '86 movie. So it looks really good in my opinion. They did an astounding job. Do I recommend this? Yes, I do. I don't know if Toy Dojo still has any in stock. You might check it out. I did find one at Walmart today. Didn't buy it, but they are out there. If I could find them in Indianapolis, then they're definitely going to be on the outlying states. Yeah, pick them up if you can find them. Good hunting. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. Those are 3 easy steps that will definitely help my channel grow and won't affect you at all. This has been Memo. Be sure to check out Razio Kane Reviews for all things voice acting and some toy reviews as well. You'll find a link in the description. I hope you have a good evening and thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next time.